It wasn't really that. No, Michaela.
I was like so weak and she looked at me and my heart started pumping. I was like, I didn't give you attitude, I swear. She's like trying to look. I know, she's my favorite. 11:30? Alright, let's go play that.
Is someone gonna do this? Your boy got you, so you got me? Someone gotta do this?
Nah, somebody gotta get you. Somebody gotta get you. But I don't think you want somebody to get you.
Is it easy?
This camera is
All right.
Final game for day 4 at the 2023 NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, and another D-League member joining me, Bo Cunnin. You play for the Rim Rockers. How are you doing?
Good.
Doing good. You like playing for the D-League?
Yeah.
How's it been out there in the competition-wise? These two teams we've seen play on this court before, and very tough competition. How does it go for you?
It's sometimes hard, but sometimes easy.
There's Landon Mock getting the first bucket for Team Dazzle, head coached by Denny I. And Harrison will pull up for 3, who's a little bit long on the other side for the 66ers. But you've had the chance to play against these teams as well. In these competitions, Dazzle's going to be the number 4 spot. 66ers are the 5th because playoffs are starting tonight. Tomorrow morning, it'll be a little bit more condensed before the championship at the end of the day. But between these two teams, what's been the hardest to go against?
Probably the Dazzle.
And why is that?
They're just they score in the paint easier.
We've definitely seen that from Stephen Higgins himself. He gets down and dirty. He sets up camp down in the paint, and we see that right there going coast to coast, making a 4-0 score. But this D-League, 6 teams in this competition, and you're with the Rim Rockers. We got the 66ers, Dazzle, Low Gators. They're all across the board. Fantastic competition. The coaches did a great job drafting the teams onto each side. Let's talk about your team a little bit, the Rim Rockers. What do you see?
I think we're pretty good, but...
See, you got Willie Block on your team, Nico Taro, Willis, Gil, Irvin, yourself, and Landon Bader. How has it been playing with these guys that you haven't played with before and then trying to build that team chemistry as we see that 3 go down from Daeolis?
It's fun to, meet new people.
And being on the court, playing with each other, how does it feel with these new teammates?
I feel like we played good together.
And your coach as well, Eduardo Morales, what has he taught you that you'll take into your basketball play outside of camp?
That I need to drive more.
Need to drive more. That's definitely an aspect that a lot of younger players need to build into their game, but it is always scary seeing the defense in front of you, trying to find that open hole. It's not always the easiest thing. Sometimes you just need to attack and get there.
Yeah.
Dazzle right now currently leading 4-3 over the 66ers for the D-League playoffs. And you'll be playing tomorrow, I believe, or possibly right after this tonight. I didn't necessarily see the full schedule, but the D-League, it's tough competition. It's not the easiest thing, especially with so many teams. You can't learn the antics as easily, so that competition really comes into play. Here's Jameel Harrison throwing down another 3, but misses it all. Here's Landon Mock back with it for Dazzle. And we've seen this matchup already today on this court in and of itself, the Dazzle and the 66ers. Higgins was doing a good job inside, and he's always frustrated when the team loses. But as that one drops through, gives a bigger lead for Dazzle, and the 66ers had a comeback earlier, and Dazzle was a little bit flustered with the ability of them in the second half. Harrison drives through with the left hand, didn't get it enough over the rim to finish. Travel in the corner, violation, turns it over. Now, 7-3, if you were in this game right now playing for either team, what's the first thing you pick out that you would do better?
Pass the ball more. They're kind of just rushing.
Harrison takes his third 3 of the game, as you mentioned that, but it comes off front iron. And the Dazzle go the other way with Mock. Higgins bowling down inside, flicks it over, and he'll be wrapped around, fouled on the body. D-League playoff, Arsenal and Low Gators playing currently on court number 1. G-League playoffs, Cruise and Hustle will play later tonight, so Rim Rockers won't play till tomorrow morning. But here's the inbound pass, tipped away by Peschman, and the leading man up court trying to finish, gets Higgins to jump, and stripped away by Mock in the end. Mock takes this up court, forced to kick back out. Dazzle in some trouble here, trying to move that ball. Free ball, rolls it through, Landon Mock, the triple. Dazzle now up 10-3 over the 66ers. 5 minutes into play. The 66ers right now struggling offensively and defensively, allowing 10 points through 5 minutes and only scoring 3. As that continues, that'll lead us to a timeout in just a moment as we reach that 5-minute mark. Higgins, two-step inside, misses it all, put back, and no, the official going to call a double dribble as we have the timeout called. 10-3 for the D-League at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp.
Timeout!
10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness. Five minutes into play, Dazzle leading by 7, 10-3, and a flustered call. Coach Denny I arguing with the official there because the official rule is if you go up for a shot attempt and it's a legit shot attempt at the rim and it misses, you can still play on that ball. It doesn't actually have to hit, and the official there blowing that one dead, but it should have been a bucket, counting for Dazzle, so they miss out on 2 points.
Thank you.
Here's Landon Mock, who will be at the free throw line shooting 2 with that foul called. Mock takes his time and knocks down number 1. Mock, 2 for 2. 12-3, Dazzle trying to earn those points back. Up and down, Higgins gets a good board. Higgins going one-on-one against Harrison, wraps around baseline, turns and shoots, count the basket, and an extra one coming for Stephen Higgins. Fantastic play. You see a lot of contact there by Harrison. Didn't know Higgins was stopping, bumped into his body and slapping down at the ball. I mean, multiple chances to call a foul, and Higgins makes him pay with the three-point play.
Everywhere, and sometimes the people clean up for them. They've been doing that everywhere. In the cafeteria, here, like...
Harrison drives in, got it! Harrison, 2 points. And it wasn't from this court. They thought there was a foul there, and it looked like there was as well. It was just a whistle from another court. 15-5's the score with that one. Higgins, 1-2 step, lost it because of Harrison. Got in there and disrupted the play. Yamas steps low, goes up and under, doesn't go. Leading pass up court, Jonah Deolis flies to the floor. Koldani trying to call out the play. Disrupts his defender, goes up from 15, and it breaks off the block to Harrison. Leading pass, great find, just a little bit too much power and not going to get there. Billy Taylor was chasing down full speed. The train falls off the edge. Yamas, crossover. Underneath, Harrison makes the stop again, and Higgins, no full court press. You cannot do that until the final 2 minutes of the second half. Good aggressive play. It was easy for him to take that. In real game or in the final 2 minutes, it'd be good. But here, he can't do that until the end.
You stick your hand in front of the camera again?
No, I'm good. You moved up to it. I told you. Okay, no?
Harrison from 15.
Yeah, no, you move it up more, okay? You're all right.
Yamas attacking, spinning. No. Higgins bumps into the body and calls it on the ground. Probably should have been a no call. He was bumping right into Barrington Blair Pope. Higgins turns and shoots. Another fantastic play by Stephen Higgins. Doing his work inside, 17 points, and most of them coming from him. Blair Pope. Harrison now stripped away, and it stays orange. Koldani with the cold stare down. 5 minutes to play in the first. We'll send it to a timeout as the Dazzle have a large lead for the D-League playoffs. "10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness. D-League playoffs, Dazzle and 66ers on the court for the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, and with me this time, Landon Bader, another D-League member. I'm glad to have you with me. You've played against Dazzle, you've played against 66ers. Would you expect this score with 5 minutes left in the first?
I'd expect it to be a closer game, but Dazzle is a really good team. So.
And now you'll be playing tomorrow as part of the D-League. Who would you like to see if you're to make it to the championship out of these two teams to play against?
I want to see the Dazzle because I think 26 is a good matchup for us.
And that's Stephen Higgins. He's done a lot of great work down in the paint. We've seen that from our game earlier and this current game. He does it both offensively, defensively, and he never gives up on the play. What you're taught as a big man initially at the start is once you get the ball down low, you want to finish down low. You never want to kick it back out despite a player being open. Just try to finish through that contact. Maybe you'll get a foul, and Higgins is a prime example of one of those good centers. And during our three-point contest last night, Sonny Oaks and I were talking about the Bader boys, and you can never give up on them because they're always going to do a good job no matter what they're doing. What do you feel about that? We're talking about you. It's all right. You can give yourself a pump up. You don't always have to be humble. No comment? We can take no comment. It's fine.
I forgot what he said.
That's all right. This three-point shot doesn't go. That is the fourth attempt from Harrison in this game from deep three-point range, but Harrison is able to put it down inside the paint with a foul on Higgins. And how about Harrison? You've battled against him. You've seen him play, currently seeing him here too, and just a very good all-around player as he was able to take this one, push it inside, bump down his body, and I don't necessarily know if I agree with that foul or not.
Yeah, Harrison's a really good player.
This three banks off the back rim, tries to chase it down. Schaefer gets it right back into the open man of Cornwell. And there is Blair Pope back on the steal. How about Blair Pope? We've seen his rebounding abilities and what he's able to do. He'd beat down on free throws, the only man down there in an orange jersey, and somehow fight against three white jerseys to get rebounds.
Yeah, he's really athletic.
Yeah, he does everything on the court, and that's why these teams are very well-rounded as they're going to have a, I believe, offensive foul is what they call it. And that's on Higgins. Coach Denny I saying, don't worry about it. Keep playing your game. Just keep fighting through. Have an 8-point lead currently with 2.5 to play in the first. And one foul is nothing to get worried about. Three-point shot again. Still not falling. They keep attempting them, and Harrison just can't connect on any. And now I've had multiple people from the camp come up, talk to me during this. And the first one, very first one, Isaac Kemp, he was talking to me, and I asked him about the playing conditions. It's outdoor courts. You're not in the gym. You know, some people complain about the rims, the backboards, whatever it is. But he actually said that the only thing that bothers him is the heat. When you're playing basketball, you're playing the game you love. You agree?
Yeah. It can get like 95 degrees, and it's really hard to go up and down the court.
That's why the games are short and running fast. But in the end, 2 games a day, not too bad. And he also said it's a perfect amount of basketball between the practices, the drills, coming out here playing 2 games. And right now, nice, cool afternoon.
Sonny, let's go.
Schaefer gets the rebound for Dazzle, keeping a 7-point lead, but the 66ers are back on the move offensively.
Hello, this is Sonny Oaks. You're watching North South Sports TV. It's a track contest here. Second half.
1 minute to play. Let's dive a little bit deeper into you. What's your favorite part of camp that you've witnessed so far?
Probably the games. It's really competitive.
Is there any one particular game that stands out to you?
My first game against the Locators, I feel like I did pretty good in that game.
You remember a stat line? You got stats for us?
I don't remember it.
No stats. Well, of course, you can always go back and watch it on demand at NorCal Sports TV, along with all the other games from camp throughout this, including Championship Friday tomorrow. That's always available on NorCal Sports TV. 19-10, Dazzle with a large lead. You expect it to be closer. When it comes down to the final few minutes, what do you think is going to happen?
I think the Sixers will make a push, but I feel like the Dazzle will hold their ground.
We'll see if they do that as we enter the second half in just a few minutes. Stay right here for more D-League playoffs from the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp.
hate you.
Dazzle with a 9-point lead. You're watching the D-League playoffs at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores. No camper joining me now, but the Dazzle, who are the 4th seed over the 66ers and the 5th seed, battling their way to play another day. Championship Friday tomorrow. Blair Pope trying to change the score as Landon Mock stops him early, and this is a fantastic way to do it because there's no continuation into the play. You really have to be in the air shooting for it to be counted as a shooting foul. And here, Blair Pope, he got the steal. It looked to be a breakaway, but Mock make sure to grab him with both hands way early in the possession so that it won't be a shooting foul. And it looks like both coaches actually yelling out saying that should be a technical foul because the way the camp rules work, you're learning how to play the game. And they're saying you should give 2 free throws and the ball back as well. So I kind of do agree with the coaches here in which it should be that technical foul and some shots. Schaefer chase down. Good. Dazzle add 2 more to their total. 21-10. Barrington, Blair, Pope. Drives it through with the right hand, off the backboard. That's a good answer to the bucket from Dazzle. They just have to keep it rolling and keep their defense up better. The 66ers have plenty of time to get a bucket here or there. As long as they keep Dazzle from scoring from this point on, can certainly win this game with ease. Wilson last to touch as it heads baseline. Stay with it, White. Inbound, Schaefer. And Schaefer gets called for an offensive foul, holding on to Blair Pope. Handoff, Blair Pope. Dolphin dives into the ground with a foul. Blair Pope fighting for it with Koldani and ends up with the jump, heads back.
She's changing.
Billy Taylor holds on the right side. Nice ball movement around the out. Peshman, baseline drive, left it wide open for him, but the highway closed end. Taylor misses his 3 in another failed possession by the 66ers. Team's asking to stop the ball, but Mock goes all the way down before they have a chance to. And once again, this game favoring Dazzle. (22-12). Second shot from Mock down the hatch as well. '66ers need their offense to move. Here's Taylor, has an open man in the corner, stripped out before he can get it there. Koldani moves court to the left side with Jordan Roth, but then Blair Pope, once again, defensive mastermind, Blair Pope. Pope. Set up three. Schaefer, no. Offensive board gets another chance. Mock steps into a 15-footer. That won't go either, as Schaefer gets another offensive rebound. Long possession for Dazzle. And it keeps going with Koldani. 23-12 heading into a timeout. Dazzle leading the 66ers for the D-League playoffs.
Ten seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
.11:40 on the clock. Dazzle 23, 66ers 12. It's the D-League playoffs at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Head coach Denny I of Dazzle looking to make his way back to another championship game. He also has a G-League team that is currently #1. That is the Legends, and that's why he always has that team named the Legends, because he is the legend himself. CCC MBCA Hall of Famer as the California Community College Men's Basketball Coaching Association. He has inducted into the Hall of Fame. I believe 2019 was the year that he is an inductee. Won a state title with Columbia College back in 1993. Coached at Chabot College in Hayward down in the Bay, and plenty of other colleges throughout California and the nation itself. Right now, showing off his coaching skills as he's up 9 over the 5th seed 66ers in this D-League playoff match. Foul on the ground. Schaefer will keep it with Dazzle, as no points will be awarded. Blair Pope steaming from his ears all the way down with the right hand. Higgins on the wing, up and down. Schaefer backing through Taylor. 2 free throws. Here's Higgins. You see him go up and down to Schaefer. Taylor did the right thing defensively, making sure he closed the gap on the play. But he kept his arms down over Schaefer, and you can't do that. You got to go straight up and down.
All right, guys, one shot. Play the release. Hold your spots.
25-16 now, and the 66ers have just not been able to close this gap. They're hovering around that 10-point mark. But that big deficit that they took at the beginning really hurt them in the second half. Need to find a way to close that out, whether it's offense or defense or both combined. They need to do it fast. 9 minutes and counting, not a lot. Here's Schaefer again, picks a steal from Peschman. Schaefer blocked by Peschman, goes out but stays white. Up and down to the wing, Schaefer still trying to penetrate. Higgins calling for it, saying, hey, give me the rock, I need it. He goes up and down, throws over to Schaefer, and Coach Denny I ecstatic about the play made by Higgins. The help defense came over, which led Schaefer to be open. As Harrison finally knocks down the three. He's been trying all game long, missed 3 in the first half, and finally connecting on his first in the second. That brings it to an 8-point game. Schaefer steps inside.
Stay here.
Stays with Dazzle. Higgins was fighting for it with Harrison. They say it's off the leg of Harrison. Deep pass, Blair Pope disrupts it. He has Mock and Schaefer to his left. Blair Pope blocked from behind. Schaefer steps across. Higgins guarded by Harrison, spins through the spin cycle and dries him off too. Dazzle on fire. Higgins and Schaefer, the dynamic duo of camp, just might be a 4th seed that wins the championship. Timeout call, 29-19. It's Higgins and Schaefer combining for the points, and the 4th seed might just get lucky tomorrow.
Ten seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
(29-19). Higgins and Schaefer doing some work in the second half to ensure their victory today, but they have 7 minutes left to fight, and the 66ers saying, hey, there's still some rounds on the board and we're not finished until that final bell dings. Higgins turns and shoots. He's fouled, and he gets 2. Still fighting for that bucket, too. He never finishes. Even through the whistle, he keeps playing to make sure that ball finds the bottom of the net just for some good luck. And here's that look again. Arms came down for Harrison. Higgins went up into it. It's a foul. Higgins visibly and audibly upset, missing number 1. Higgins gets the second, though. Coach Andrew Newton encouraging his team, saying, hey, we're not done yet. Harrison finds the lane. Left hand this time. Bottom of the net. Good handle by Mock. Off the knee. Orange basketball. Here's Billy Taylor. 9-point game. 66ers not that far away from a comeback. Harrison has been leading the 66ers team. He's missed quite a few threes. He finally hit one, but we haven't seen him shoot since he made that 3. And now that he hit one, I'd like to see him attempt a few more to see if it was just a heat check to go through. Mock underneath, floats it up. Higgins put back. That's good. Higgins never stops, won't stop, can't stop. Underneath, got a basket on the other side. Ty McFall. Ty McFall doing a good job down inside. As soon as he gets the ball, he turns towards the basket and finishes. But Mock, on the other hand, with Dazzle, slowing down the game, not because he's tired, but because he wants a victory. Higgins sets a screen. Mock against Harrison, swings it across. Open court, Higgins, nothing but a basket. '66ers need to find a way to make up points some way. Harrison thinks it's the three-point line, but obviously not if it doesn't go through. Billy Taylor moving now. Floats one through and rattles it down. That's Billy Taylor. Mock answers again, and there's no stopping this Dazzle team. We've seen answers every single possession. As soon as you think the 66ers could get a few possessions back-to-back, Dazzle changes their mind and puts doubts in their hearts. Taylor wraps it to McFall. Kick back out. Harrison bodying the post. And it's going to be on the ground for a defensive foul is what they call. We see Harrison being very aggressive. Mock standing right there. And, you know, honestly, I like a no call more than anything there. He was going to call both fouls, which means you know that you probably just shouldn't have blown the whistle. But in the end, it stays there. And then a foul before the shot. It's offensive. Watch this one with the inbound from Taylor. First one was called defensive, and a possible makeup call as that one is on Harrison. Just about 2 minutes to play, 36-25, no answer. 36-25, 2 minutes left. It's the D-League playoffs at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp.
Ten seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
36-25, Dazzle leading the 66ers at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, the D-League playoffs. Harrison getting a bucket to start it off for the 66ers. They're trying to make a comeback so that they can keep going into the playoffs tomorrow morning. But right now, Dazzle looking so strong with the pairing of Higgins, Schaefer, Mock, Yamas. I mean, everyone on this team has made an impact throughout the week. Koldani right here as well. They made an impact that has just changed this D-League. And right now, they look stronger than ever. So going into the playoffs, possibly can go into the championship. Blair Pope strips this from behind. Clean steal, taking his cookies, chocolate chips and everything, as Blair Pope will force to push it out. Got away with a travel even, as Peshman losing it to Koldani, and there's the jump ball call. Here's an inbound for the 66ers. Peshman, the catalyst from the baseline, up and down to Harrison. He's guarded by Mock. He's forced to kick out. Three on the way from Wilson. Misses everything and goes up short out of bounds. 1 minute, Dazzle in possession. Full court press will come from the 66ers, looking for a quick steal and bucket. Yamas up and down, Higgins open court. Swatted at, count the basket, and a bad foul by Peshman. We knew Higgins was going to have an open lane to score that. Now Peshman just gave another chance for Dazzle to score.
All right, hold your spot. You got one shot. Hold your spot.
One shot for Higgins. 3-point play converts. Now the 66ers will probably see him go down and attempt a three. Harrison, I know, is begging for it. Steps into a deep two, rolls around and out. Higgins underneath, Roth off the backboard. Good find, good play, Dazzle into the 40s. 41-27 with 30 seconds left. Inevitable now as Harrison still fighting to the hoop. But Higgins moving down court, up to Yamas. Blocked from behind. Oh my, Harrison. The rejection sending it to the snack shack. Harrison not backing down. The follow through by Harrison going all the way to the end. It stays with Dazzle, but what a highlight play. Ten seconds till the end. Blair Pope and 66ers don't want it to end. This is the block by Harrison, coming flying from behind with the left hand, swatting at Jaden Cornwell. What a beautiful, clean block. Make sure that one goes on the highlight reel as Blair Pope is unable to hit anything. Cornwell and Dazzle just have to hold it for the final seconds. Goes out of bounds for the final few seconds. And Dazzle will move on to tomorrow's semifinal game. Just have to wait for it. We'll see it tomorrow morning as the D-League playoffs continue. Dazzle 41, 66ers 27. The D-League playoff 66ers season comes to a close. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp playoffs continue tomorrow night and tonight with the G-League on Court 1. Join Sunny Oaks there until tomorrow morning for the NBA and WNBA playoffs and finals. I'll be your commentator here on Court number 2. We'll see you for more of the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp.